Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gus Kepler. I'm the CEO and one of the founders of Blackboxstocks. We are a financial, technology, and social media hybrid. We provide real-time analytics, market news, data, and signals to day traders and options traders, stocks, options, traders of all levels, beginners all the way to seasoned traders. What makes us unique is our social media component. We're a hybrid. We have a very robust social media component. It allows people to talk rather than just type. So our audio component, seconds are precious for traders. So you don't want to be typing something to a person when you're trying to enter a trade. We provide education as well. So we kind of focus on three major areas: analytics, education, and community. We try to emulate platforms like Twitch that were designed for gamers. I don't know how many, let's see, I'm looking at the age group in here. I see some young people that know what Twitch is. And for those that don't, it's a platform where gamers stream their games live, and some people learn how to play video games by watching them. We've done virtually the same thing on our platform for stock and options traders. People show their charts, and many users in our community follow. We've made trading a team sport, essentially. We provide all of the basic quotation features and news features of a standard platform like Reuters or other platforms, Trade Ideas, but we also have a lot of derived data and proprietary analytics that give our traders the upper edge, what was once reserved for the Wall Street elite. We provide that kind of data. When we were first starting out, people were saying, well, what's so special about your platform that I can't get from Thinkorswim and these other platforms? But now that we have over 6,000 users and revenue last year of 6.1 million, I no longer have to spend a lot of time saying that we provide value because somebody's paying for it. What we do now is basically show you our dashboard, and we have, like this, we have a live system, two live systems out there in our booth if anybody wants to take a closer look. But this is a picture of our dashboard, and again, I can talk about it, but I can easily show it to you. This shows you the social media component. This shows you what makes us different. And this is about a minute and 30-second video clip, and I'll just let it play, and it'll kind of bring to light how interactive our platform is for our users.
One of our most compelling features is our dynamic chat platform, where we have merged all aspects of social media with live analytics. Follow the top traders in the Black Box community as they post their watch lists or fire up live channels displaying a chart of their next big trade. Interact with Black Box members in an informal, uncensored forum to share ideas, strategies, and fine-tune your trading skills. Log on to Blackboxstocks today and find your winning trade.
Another unique component of our platform is that we have a very robust education curriculum, and we carefully curate our instructors from our community. So someone that has a large following in our community may also be an instructor. And those instructors teach classes that are calendared outside market hours, but they also are in the community daily interacting with people that would become their students or have become their students. So that's a really unique component of our system as well. 6 of the 12 team traders, as we call them, are women, which speaks volumes about how well women do in day trading. In my opinion, they're as good or better than men at day trading. And in a demographic that is primarily dominated by men, over 90%, the fact that we have 50% women as our top level traders is a really interesting feature in the Black Box community, and it's been great for us. There you go. Ladies, give yourself a hand. I often say we're not just a trading tool, we're a lifestyle, a culture, and a community. And that's what we've created. We've created an environment where everybody wins. I often liken us to Peloton. What Peloton did for the home fitness market, we've done for day trading. Peloton took a solitary activity, riding an exercise bike, and connected the world virtually on a screen where mentors or coaches could come into homes and people can compare performance analytics in real time. We've done the same for day traders. We've created this community where people all over the world in 42 countries share our system daily. I'm going to let Eric, my co-founding partner and COO, speak a little bit about the size of the market.
All right. Thank you, Gust. I'm Eric Ferris. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Blackboxstocks. I'm going to go over just a little bit about the size of the market and how we acquire users. I think it won't be any surprise to anyone here that the marketplace is expanding, and there are now over 100 million brokerage accounts in the United States. But the most interesting statistic is the growth and the demographic among young people. So companies like Robinhood and Webull have ushered in a lot of enthusiasm for people into the stock market, but they don't really give them any direction once they sign up. They download the Robinhood app, they get some free stock, and we found that many people don't even know what a stock is. And so that's where Blackbox can really pick it up and work to get these people the tools and education they need to really understand and utilize the market. So in particular, I want to note that in 2020, Apex Clearing was confirmed that there were over 1 million accounts created with an average age of 19. So, and that's just in the United States. Because the United States has the most robust and accessible capital markets in the world, that we find that we have users all over the world. Currently we have in over 42 countries. We have users subscribing to Blackbox and trading in the US market. So how do we go about converting these potential users into Blackboxstocks subscribers? There's two primary channels. First is through our direct digital marketing. And this is just an example of a breakdown of our typical monthly spend across various social media channels. Twitter, we found, has been our best performing channel, and it still continues to perform very well. We are able to interact and get our message across to people on Twitter very efficiently. The second way in which we grow our subscriber base is through our affiliate program. We found in the beginning stages this was a terrific way for us to grow our membership base, and it creates a self-curated community where we will offer $25 to any influencer or person who refers a friend or a family member to Blackboxstocks for every month that they stay on Blackbox. So we find that this allows influencers to create revenue streams for themselves, and it also incentivizes them to keep members in the Blackboxstocks community. I'll have Gus talk just a little bit more about our partners and vendors.
Yeah, so we have two trading integration partners, which is E-Trade and TradeStation, that allow our users to actually facilitate trades directly through our platform without having to jump back onto E-Trade or TradeStation. And all four of these companies, TradeStation, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, and Tasty Trade, are marketing partners with us. So that's been very helpful in growing our platform, and we're happy to have them. I'm going to show you a 30-second clip of a trading integration feature that we've created with TradeStation that allows options to be traded lightning fast using our system. Am I allowed to say lightning fast? Is that okay? I have to check with our CFO sometimes. So. Click it again. Entering options orders can be time consuming and cumbersome. So seconds are very, like I said earlier, they're precious for traders. So any sort of technology that allows these trades to be entered within 1 or 2 clicks is very beneficial for day traders or scalpers. So this has been a great new addition for us, and we're happy that we have a partner like TradeStation to work with. We've had a couple ongoing development initiatives that we're finishing out. We have not had a fully inclusive mobile app or native mobile app for our platform. It's quite a daunting task to put the amount of data and the amount of screens and analytics and charting tools into a phone that we offer on our desktop. But we now have a mobile app that has 95% of what we offer on our desktop in a native mobile app for iOS or Android. And we expect to release that in April of this year, which is in a few days. We also are working on making our audio component of our system even more robust and accessible to everyone so that no ancillary communication devices are ever used for Black Box members. We're all in the same ecosphere or the same dashboard. And we outgrew our initial social media component, and now we're growing back into it, and that's going to be very, very critical for us to continue scaling, and I'm happy to say that that initiative is on track for 2022. We have some exciting new products. One is a portfolio management product called Stock Nanny. This particular app babysits your stocks, but it addresses a larger market. That's really important. The day trader market's 2 to 3 million, so obviously we're just scratching the surface with the amount of users we have now, even though we've grown substantially in the last couple of years. There's still an enormous amount of growth, in my opinion, for an early stage company like us in this particular market for our core product. But Stock Nanny addresses a 100 million user market, and that is the self-directed investor, not the day trader, not the swing trader, not the options trader, just people that are in a certain stock or have a portfolio of stocks that need a certain type of alert or alerts. Our tech stack already supports this, and now we're just designing an app to communicate that valuable information to a very big audience, and we think it'll be a very successful product. We're also creating a Black Box Pro system for professionals. We don't have a pricing tier for them as of yet, and many of you know as pros that you get charged, the exchanges like you so much they charge you a premium. So we're offering that, and then we're also going to get into the crypto space. It's too big a market to ignore. We're currently working with some strategic partners to put together a very dynamic crypto platform that encompasses our social component as well as our analytics, and will also provide the ability to execute crypto trades through our platform. We expect to launch that in 2022 as well. We just want to make sure we do as good a job with the crypto component as we've done for the stock and options platform. I'm going to let Bob Winspear, our CFO, come up here and go over some of our financial news, which he has an easy job because we've done quite well over the last couple of years, so it's not hard to talk through these numbers. Bob?
Thanks, Gus. I'm here to take credit for the work that Eric and Gus have done over the last several years. We've had great revenue growth. We had just under $700,000 of revenue in 2018, grew that to $3.4 million in 2020, and in 2021, you saw us exceed $6.1 million in revenue. At the same time as that revenue growth, you saw our gross profit margins increased by 150% on a compound basis over the same time period, with gross profit margins equaling about 70% at the end of 2021, which is where we expect it to stay for this particular product on an ongoing basis. There's a few financial statement highlights I'd like to just cover briefly, that you can get obviously much more information in our financial statements. Right now, as our stock is trading, and these numbers are a little bit old, at $3.35 a share. That's doing better today, but that puts us at a market cap of about $47 million at $3.35. So right now, we're a little over $50 million as of right now. We have 13.2 million shares of common shares outstanding, and we have 3.2 million of preferred stock, which is 100% owned by Gust. One thing about the preferred stock is that Gust and the company entered into an agreement at the end of last year to reduce the conversion rate of those preferred shares from 1-to-1 to a variable rate that right now are convertible at a 5-to-1 ratio, and they will increase back to 1-to-1 as the market value of the company increases to at least $150 million and up to $350 million. So at the current market valuation, it's 5 to 1. As it gets to $150 million, then that conversion rate improves, and it does not get to a 1-to-1 basis again until $350 million of market cap. So that gives you an idea of the faith that our CEO has in the company. The other one thing I do want to do, just a little bit on our balance sheet, which we can talk about now because it's worth talking about, is that we have over $10 million of cash and marketable securities on the balance sheet at year end. Obviously, that was largely related to the IPO we did in November. We have just about $1 million of debt, most of which is due at the end of this year, which we can extend if we so desire. So right now, obviously, our financial position is quite strong, and we have stockholders' equity of just under $8 million at $7.8 million. Once again, that's due to the offering we did in November. The executive team you see before you discussed, Eric and myself primarily. We have a strong board of directors, as you see here, which has enabled us to obviously augment the strength of the management team with what I consider a very good team. And just to wrap up with a few, highlight the investment considerations, is we're just a unique fintech and platform with a social media component. We've got excellent strategic partnerships in place. We've got a large addressable market, and we've got significant recurring revenue on a SaaS basis model. The new and exciting products that we have in development, I think, will just add to the excellent track record we've produced, and we've got a team of experienced management and a board to help execute that. So with that, we'll open it up to any questions. Yes, sir.
How much money are you guys spending to acquire a customer?
The customer acquisition cost averages around $150 per customer, and that varies from time to time during the year, particularly as we run through an election cycle in November. The cost of digital advertising gets shot up by political advertisements, so that varies from time to time, but right now it's about $150 per customer.
And what do you define as the common characteristics of the people that benefit from your platform? Is there a certain age? Is it a certain education? Is it a certain demographic that you define as your ideal user for your platform?
Yeah, our demographic is varied. We have everything from the beginner or the amateur or the newbie, as we call it, what got excited during the GameStop, AMC, meme stock craze, to a seasoned trader that was using one platform and decided they liked our analytics better. So it varies. The late millennials is our largest demographic if you want to lump them into a certain category on a pie chart. That's the biggest demographic. Did I answer your question? Because you're kind of...
More or less. I mean, you can break it down more, but it doesn't really matter. You know, as long as you guys are bringing in volume and the people are staying in the platform, that's what matters most.
Yeah, we've experienced tremendous growth, and I want to continue on this trajectory with our core product and add to that with our new products. Yes?
Could you describe more fully your analytics?
They're all proprietary. They're all derived data that we get from the exchanges. We create different data components for options traders or stock traders. If you have 5 or 10 minutes, we've got 2 terminals set up out there, and I've got somebody that can show you some very specific, unique alerts and indicators. One of our biggest sellers, or one of our most popular features, is our options flow data. We provide extremely detailed options flow data in a color-coded format that people find, you know, extremely valuable when they're trading options. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
So you guys did a big marketing program earlier this year. Have you yet to put out what the subscriber base is today? What kind of marketing programs do you see going forward for the rest of this year?
We did a pretty big campaign in March, And we're not announcing the numbers till our Q comes out on May 15th at the advice of my CFO for a variety of reasons. I probably would have already been bragging about it otherwise. And also, you asked about our marketing initiatives. We can add an enormous amount of users if we step on the gas, and we have a war chest of capital now to do it, but we want to make sure that we have our mobile app fully functional and ready to go and out of beta and all the bugs worked out, because so many of our users had to go back to work after this pandemic, and some of them have firewalls at their work and they can't hop on Blackbox and trade real quick for their side hustle while they're back at their regular job. So having this mobile app will be very, very beneficial, or just for people on the go. So that's another reason. So expect to see a ramped up marketing initiative for us after the month of April when we release the app. Yes?
Broadly speaking, what are your planned use of proceeds from your
Development and marketing. Adding to our team of developers so we can build new products in parallel. How am I doing on time? What does that mean?
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay, I forgot your hand signals. Creating new products in parallel by augmenting our development team and more marketing on all channels and adding TV to that. So I would say it's a 80-20 thing on the grand scale, 80 marketing, 20 development. So in closing, since I have probably 10 seconds, I'll just say that we're a very early stage company to be on NASDAQ. Some people think it's too early, but what that does provide is, I don't have any other reason to come to a conference than to tell you, don't be the guy that said, hey, I was sitting at that Noble conference 2 years ago when Blackbox was trading at $3.80. I'll leave you with that. Thanks, folks.